Hi everybody. Just a quick video to show you what it's like to use LockDown browser at Glen Oaks Community College. I'm in Canvas and I'm on student view within my class, and I need to find whatever the test or quiz or whatever it is. For me, I know it's in modules and it's right down here. It says LockDown browser quiz, and any assessment that requires LockDown browser, it will tell you. After the name of the actual quiz, it'll say requires LockDown browser. In this case, it says plus webcam. So that means you're going to be monitored during the exam. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to show you what that looks like. So I've opened up the quiz, and then I'm going to go down here. And let's pretend I don't have LockDown browser yet, by the way. If I try to take this quiz, I'm going to be told that I need to get LockDown browser, and then I'm given a link right here. If I click on that link, I'll be able to download LockDown browser and install it on my computer, and then I'll open LockDown browser and go from there. I'm not going to take you through that because I've already done it, but do it if you need to. Let me minimize and then go find my LockDown browser. Where are you, LockDown browser? Again, you'll have to install it and such. I'm just going to do a search for it. There it is. So I'm opening LockDown browser. The first thing it asks you is if it can make changes to your computer. The kind of changes that it might make, by the way, is if you have a program open that allows you to communicate with other people while you're on your computer, it'll close that program. It won't open unless you, it won't complete its opening process unless you allow it to close that program. You can exit out and close the program yourself, of course. All right. As long as you downloaded LockDown browser through what I just showed you, then this is what you'll see when you open up LockDown browser. You're at the Glen Oaks Canvas sign-in page. If you don't see Glen Oaks here, and you don't see that green color, then you must have gotten LockDown browser from somewhere else. Close it and go find LockDown browser like I showed you earlier. All right. Sign in with my username and password. Hope I typed that in right. I did, yay. Okay. And then now we're back in Canvas. I just need to click on the course. And because I'm an instructor, I need to click on student view to make sure I can take the quiz. So now I'm in student view. Okay. I'm going to click on, and this time I'm going to show you the other way to get there. Quizzes is where you would find any tests or quizzes that your instructor set up. And then just look for that one that requires LockDown browser. There it is. Click on that. And then if it's the first time you took this quiz down here, it would say go ahead and take quiz. But again, always read whatever your instructor put up here, because there's usually specific instructions or maybe even tips to help you get through it. I've already read it a couple of times since I wrote it, so I'm going to click take quiz again. The first thing you get is this. It's student terms of use. It's a long document to read, but you might want to read through it to make sure there's nothing that you disagree with. And then click agree. It starts up your webcam, and it asks you if your webcam is functioning, basically. So if you can see yourself on there, click yes. The next thing, it's going to want to take a short video. It takes about a 5-second video just to confirm that the video is working and recording is working. And all you got to do is click on record video and talk while it's recording. Count or, I don't know, do something. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, it's preparing the video. Then it shows you the video.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Looks good. If it looks good, click continue. If you want to try it again, try it again. Or of course, if it's not working, let them know. Additional instructions, and there's a few of these. I'll read through each one real quickly. During this exam, you shouldn't access other resources, phone, tablet, notebooks, etc., or communicate with other people. You can't ask your friend the question if they're in the room. Please stay in your seat and focus on the computer screen until the exam is complete. The reason it's asking you that, by the way, to focus on your computer, apparently it knows when you look away or if you're talking to somebody else, if you get up and walk away, those kinds of things. And it tags those parts of the video that it's making for the instructor to look at later. If interruption occurs, briefly explain what happened by speaking directly to your webcam. And finally, remember that you cannot exit the exam until all questions are complete and submitted for grading. So if I had to get up and go to the bathroom, then I'd get up and go to the bathroom, and when I came back, I'd say, hey, I just got back from the bathroom. I just had to go to the bathroom, something like that. Any kind of interruption like that. All right, continue. Select a quiet location where you won't be interrupted. Avoid rooms with children or other people. Turn off televisions, radios, music, etc. So the best thing is if you have your own room that you can be in, and you can lock yourself in that room so that nobody can disturb you while the test is going on. Run the webcam check and system network check in LockDown browser prior to starting the exam, which I believe was part of what we already did. If your internet is shared with others in your household or nearby, make sure that they are not streaming videos or using applications that can slow down your internet connection. The recording of the video takes a certain amount of bandwidth from your internet. So we want to make sure you have enough bandwidth so that it doesn't run into any problems and mess up the exam somehow. So that's why you want to try and make sure, okay, everybody off the Xbox for the next half hour while mom or dad takes their exam, please. And yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, next one, do not place the computer on your lap or bed, because if you do that, the computer is going to move around, and then those alerts that I talked about earlier, there's going to be a lot of them, and it's going to confuse the system. If you have a built-in webcam, like you see on this laptop, avoid tilting the screen after the webcam setup is complete. So I shouldn't be moving the laptop around. I should not be doing this during the exam especially. Next, don't wear sunglasses. Don't wear a baseball cap with a bill that comes down. If you insist on wearing a hat, that's fine, but turn it around so that your face is there. We do that during normal face-to-face exams too, by the way, and it's because we want to see where your eyes are. If you're peeking over at somebody else's exam or something like that, it's all about decreasing cheating. Make sure you have good lighting, and try to make sure that you are not backlit. There's not a big bright light behind you, because then the camera can't see you well. Next, other things, unless instructed otherwise, turn off all other devices, cell phones, tablets, computers, televisions, etc. Place them outside of your reach. Clear your workspace of all other materials. LockDown browser prevents you from accessing other websites or applications. You will be unable to exit until the exam is complete and submitted. Let me add one thing onto that, and that is if you have a major problem with the exam, like the exam requires images and the images aren't loading or something and it's really not acting right, what I tell my students is close everything down. Close down LockDown browser. Just go up here to that red X and click it and say, yes, I want out of here. And if other browsers are open with Canvas open, close those two, log out of Canvas, maybe even restart the computer. Here's why. If it's a timed test, that time will keep running until you're logged out of Canvas. So the instructor might not, they might think you're trying to get away with something potentially. The other thing, of course, is as soon as that happens, as soon as you can after that, send an email to your instructor and let them know what happened. The faster you are with that kind of, hey, this didn't work right, it really messed up on me, so I quit out of, the more transparent and upfront and quick about communication you are with the instructor, the more likely they are to be okay with what's going on and try and give you a chance. Okay, next. Student photo. You got to take a picture of yourself next, so get your face up there to the camera and take a picture. Just click on picture. Hi. That is a really goofy picture. Man, I'm ugly. Okay, you can try it again if you want to, or just continue. I would just continue. By the way, your instructor is the only person who sees these things. Click on next. Show ID. Let me get out my student ID. And I'm supposed to hold this up to the camera. My advice here is to make sure you hold it up so that the instructor can see your picture and read your name and student number and such on your student ID. If you do not have a student ID, use your state driver's license or other ID. Good enough. Continue. And let me put my ID back away. Let's see, environment check. What this is for, they're going to record for a little bit while you show that the table you're working on is completely clear of other stuff. So I shouldn't have a textbook over here. I shouldn't have my cell phone over here, open to websites, that kind of thing. They just want to make sure it's clear. There's 2 different ways to do this. I'm going to do the easiest to me, which is pick up the laptop and make it look around so you can see. The other way to do it, if you have a nice bathroom mirror, you can hold the bathroom mirror up to the camera and have it pan around to show the desk. Up to you, but I'm just going to do it by holding up the computer. All right, start recording. Connected, getting ready. Okay, now it's recording. Picking up camera just to show you that my desk is clear. Looks pretty clear to me. There is some stuff on the table, but it's way back there. I can't reach it. Okay. And that's it. And then I click stop recording. And it'll process the video. I think it uploads. I'm not sure. And then it shows you.
Getting ready. Okay, now it's recording. Picking up camera just to show you that my desk is clear. Looks pretty clear to me. There is some stuff on the table, but it's way back there. I can't reach it. Okay.
So that's it, and it shows you the video. And then click continue. And then it says it'll either give you a thumbs up or thumbs down. I got a thumbs up, so I'm going to click continue. And finally, we're ready to begin the test. Okay, so click begin exam. And then it just opens up the exam, the test, the quiz, whatever it is. All right, done, submitting. Because I left that one blank, this is telling me, hey, you left that question blank, you didn't answer it. So I could cancel and go back and answer that question, or I could just say, I don't know, and I give up. I never give up, so I'm going to go in there and answer it. And then submit the quiz, and that's it. I'm done. The monitor does one more thing, and that is it wants feedback. Did everything go smoothly for you? If it did, then just click submit and you're done. But if you had problems, share that with the company that made Monitor, that allows us to do this monitoring of exams. If you had problems, let them know, and hopefully they can help fix it down the road. But that's it. I'm done. Click submit. And notice I'm back out where I started in terms of taking the exam. And if I'm all done with LockDown Browser at this point, I guess before I leave LockDown Browser, if this was the type of quiz that I just took where the instructor doesn't have to go grade anything, it's automatically graded. If I'm allowed to see my results, it should allow me to do that from here somewhere. There it is. I can click on the attempt, and then I can click here to view results. And it shows me what I got wrong and what I got correct and that kind of thing. Depending on how the instructor has set up the test, you may have to check if you want to look over your test. By the way, we can set whether or not you even get to look, so you might not even be able to look. Some instructors do that to protect their questions long term. It may be the case that you can look at it just within Canvas, not in LockDown Browser. But another way to be protective is an instructor can set it up so that you can only look at your test results within LockDown Browser, so that you can't print them out and share them and things like that, just in case you're wondering. All right, but I'm completely done, so I'm going to leave LockDown Browser. I clicked on the red X, and then I click yes down here, and I leave completely. And that's it. That's what it's like to use LockDown Browser with Monitor in Canvas at Glen Oaks Community College. If you have any questions or anything, please leave a comment down below or send me an email. Thanks for watching.